Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we are unboxing the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield, artwork by Ekaterina Golovanova. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Anyways, this particular deck I think has been around for a few years, but it is new to me. I had a subscription box that came in from somewhere, and it had like a personal oracle card pull, and it actually came from this particular deck. And I don't have this in my collection, and I do love the ocean, and I felt an instant connection with the card and its energy. So immediately I'm just like, I have to have this thing. So anyway, so here it is. It's new to me. Some of you may have seen this already. I'm a little bit late to the party on this one, but that's okay. So sometimes these things do fall off like the bestsellers or whatever it happens to be. Once, there's a large population of decks out there these days. So it is a little bit older. So if you haven't seen it, then welcome and join me for this. And even if you have seen it, well, hello anyway, and welcome in, enjoy the ride. So this comes in a nice, sturdy 2-part box. I love that. Keeps the cards nice and protected. So the back of this thing, it's got a few samples of the cards on there. Totally beautiful. Immerse yourself in the wisdom of the deep. Enjoy the flow and master the currents of your life with playful dolphins, patient seahorses, regenerative starfish, and other fascinating marine beings. Ask a question, shuffle the cards, and tap into the intelligence and grace of our planet's rich, healing, and revitalizing oceans for divination, direction, and decision making. This sumptuous new collaboration from Angela Hartfield and Ekaterina Golovanova, there we go, delves beneath the surface and connects you with ancient, knowing, and wondrous companions so you can draw on greater strength, replenish your reserves, turn the tide on uncertainty, and emerge with clarity, purpose, and confidence. Powerful, versatile, and sensitive whispers of the ocean will help you ride the waves of life so you can come out on top. Dive into this gloriously illustrated 50-card deck and guidebook and set and marvel at the beauty, forgotten treasures, and hidden wonders within you. I like that this has 50 cards. Some Oracle decks, I don't know, they kind of like cheap out a little bit, or they shortchange you. The ones that come with like 30 cards or something like that, it's just so easy to get like repeating cards and stuff. So I like the extra effort in the fact that they have put 50 cards in this deck. So this is the deck lid, or the box lid, I should say. Does it have the price on here? It does not. I think this is around $25, something around that. So it's still fairly reasonable. Prices do tend to go up a little bit. So we've got a little bit of a piece of paper in there. So I like these little things. I use them as little note papers sometimes, or I use them in my magical craftings. So here we've got the guidebook that comes in here. So beautiful color on the front, fishies on the back. And let me see, it's black and white on the inside. It's 123 pages. And let's see, what do we have here? So we've got table of contents with all of the cards on here. When was this copyrighted? When was this printed? This printing is 2021, copyright 2019. So yeah, it's been around a few years. But anyway, so there's the table of contents, introduction, a little bit of a spread there, card layouts. We've got a 5-pointed star spread. I guess that's for the sea star. And we have the answer spread. So it looks like a 6-card spread. So a couple little spreads in there to get you started. If you don't do your own, I usually do my own. I've been doing this for a long time, but I do like to sometimes try out the spreads that the author, that the publisher of the book and the card deck has put in here, because they've created the cards, right? And I don't profess to know everything. Life is a learning journey, right? So they've created it, and they've put a couple of examples in here how they work with it, or suggestions how best to work with the cards. So why not give it a try, right? No harm in trying something. So we've got, it looks like a couple of pages here for each card. Here we go. So it's got a picture of the card, and it's just normal, regular paper stock in there. So, but it's a decent book. It's got the handwriting in there, or the typeface in there is actually easy to read. So I appreciate that. I can read it without having any glasses on or anything like that. So that's good. And so it's got some keywords there, and then it's got a longer description. So there you go. So that is the book. So and then we get into the cards. So some people love it or hate it. So what happens a lot of times, there's quite a number of oracle decks out there. Sometimes tarot too, but more common with oracle that I've found is where you get this big box, right? And then the book, right? The book matches the size of the box, and then the cards are a little bit smaller, right? So we do have this gap around there. So I mean, you could shake it around if you're packing it up for travel or anything like that. So some people that bothers. Some people just really hate that. They're like, well, why can't you just make the box the same size as the cards all around, and then make the book a little bit smaller and thicker? Yeah, I don't know all the ins and outs of publishing. Maybe it's just cheaper to do it this way. Who knows? But as long as I'm not paying $50 for the oracle deck, I'm just fine and dandy. Inside, just plain Jane in the back of that. And so let's get into the cards here. So we've got pretty decent cardstock in there. It's relatively thick on there. I'll take off that little holder. There is a little bit of a mark of something on here. Let's see what this is. 2 cards stuck together, I think. Yes. There we go. Okay, they're unstuck. All right, so there's a little bit of glue or something on there just from the manufacturing, so I'll have to be very careful while I pull that off. This is the back of the cards, so this matches the box. So beautiful little sea turtles on there. The cardstock here, pretty sturdy, right? Pretty sturdy. Thick cardboard. It's got a light lamination on it, but it is a matte finish. So if I hold it towards my light, you can see I'm not getting a glare on that. So that's nice. So these are of the stock where, they're still flexible enough to be able to use them and to shuffle them, but they're not so flexible that they're just going to bend in half. So pretty decent cardstock with this. So I kind of like that. As for the size, here is a regular sized tarot card, and you can see the difference in the size right there. And I have fairly long fingers. I've got fairly decent sized hands, especially my middle finger there. So it comes right up to that knuckle, the last knuckle on my middle finger. So if you do have smaller hands, you might find that these are a little bit trickier to shuffle. However, not so bad. And I don't know why I just shuffled it. But anyway, okay, now they're out of order. So let's have a look and let's go through the cards and see what we've got. I'll zoom in the camera just a little bit for you. There we go. Okay, so let's go. Let's see what we've got. We have Childlike Devotion, number 50. I'm going backwards by looks of it. 49, Be Insightful and Established. The Orca is on here, Disengage from Outcomes. Connect to Source. Looks like an anemone or something like that. Ooh, our lionfish there. Facing Your Fears. Those things are scary. You do not want to get stung by one of those. Leaping Through the Air. Flying Fish. Hey, there you go. Be like the flying fish and take a flying leap. Unexplained Wonder. That's a weird looking fish. Triggerfish here. Setting up parameters. You don't want to put one of those in your tank with smaller fish. I used to have an aquarium, so familiar with some of the fish. Gentle Moderation. Convey Your Meaning. They're beautiful. Beautiful. The images just leap off the pages. Rediscover Your Zeal. Back on Task. Some nice detail in this one. My eye just got caught up on that. Very nice detail on it. Got the dots on here on him. They just go right to the back. Very nice. Shedding the old. Lobby lobster. Looks like a lobster anyway. Look beyond the surface. Blend into the environment. Our friendly little octopus there. Octopus are very smart. Did you know that? You can actually train them. Over where I live, we've got the Pacific octopus, and they do tend to get quite big, but there's many stories of divers actually making friends with them and interacting with them, and they'll like play games with them and stuff. So it's actually really cool. Help appears in various ways. The gift of neutrality. Very nice colors on that one. Ooh, wow. Let your personality shine. There you go. That's a nice image for that one, isn't it? Total submersion. Mutually beneficial venture. Sea anemones tend to be poisonous to some fish, but the clownfish, something in there, they're like a mutual partner. So the sea anemone protects the clownfish, and I'm not sure what the clownfish does for the anemone. Maybe keeps it clean or something like that. I'm not really sure. But they have a symbiotic relationship. So something that would normally be an enemy is now friends. So mutually beneficial venture. Surrounded by prosperity. That's nice. We've got a sea turtle in the back. Then we've got the yellow tangs by the looks of it, and maybe they keep the turtle clean. Not sure. Surrounded by prosperity, though. Empower yourself. Seeing both sides. Hammerhead, right? Eyes on each side. Interesting. That's kind of a cool association there. Push to the surface. Look at I don't know if the camera does this like all the justice though, but this beautiful sunlight breaking through the water there just jumps right off the page. It's nice. Where you need to be. Break through to new dimensions. Love where you are. Distinctive potential. The narwhal. I don't even know. Are those things still around? I'm not really sure. But yeah, distinctive potential. Look at that. They used to be hunted for their tusks. I know that. I'm not sure if they're extinct. Take note. Enjoy the journey. It's a very happy looking card. We've got dolphins, we've got turtles, we've got fish, we've got corals, we've got sea anemones in there somewhere. Enjoy the journey. It looks like everyone's just having a good time. Shared inspiration. Dolphins, I love dolphins. Polite declaration. That's very cute. Very cute. It also looks like a very happy little card. Very vibrant. Clearing the excess. Safe and surrounded by love. A couple more dolphins on there. Inner desires. Adrift in shallow water. A little sea turtle on there again. Single-mindedness. It's very nice, very tranquil kind of energy that these cards are kind of bringing in, kind of connecting with. Very flowy, very tranquil, very peaceful kind of energy. And it's very nice. Gliding through currents. I can see using these for like inspirational or motivational readings, right? Or if you're feeling like a little bit down or feeling a little bit anxious, these would be a really great deck to use for those. Replacing what was lost, our regenerative starfish there. Persistent drive, there's some sharkies on there. Wow, that's nice. Every step counts. Yes, it does. That our little, looks like a sea slug. Every step counts. One day at a time, no matter how small of a step you take, it's still a step in the direction that you want to go in. Amble with contentment. Oh, some lovely seahorses on there. Keeping it in check. Little sea otter. Wow. Dancing in the rainbow. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that card. Very vibrant. Rainbows are always a great symbol. Looking at the underbelly. Go deep. Change direction with ease. I like this one. Change direction with ease. The keywords on this. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Nice. And it is card number 5. Fives can represent change. Life is better together. This is actually the card that I got in the subscription box. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And oddly enough, the day after I received this card, I made plans and got together with a friend that I haven't seen for a while. So there we go. In the light of the moon. Wow, look at this. And again, it is like the moon is jumping off the card. The glow is jumping off of this card. Beautiful orca on there. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. And that's a beautiful card. Diving to new depths. And card number 1, we have resilience. There you go. Resilience with our turtle, our signature card on this. There is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. Beautiful. So it's a nice deck here, probably for shuffling. I can see, because it is like this matte finish, if you go like this, if you try and do a spread with the cards, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because they're not really slippery. Let me get this camera back out a little bit for you. There you go. Now you're not just staring at the back of my hand. So yeah, so if you go like this with your cards at all to choose your cards, see they're sticking together in chunks. That might change a little bit over time, and I think there's some things you can do to make them a little bit more slippery. I think some people like rub like some dryer sheets on there, use talcum powder. I don't know. I don't use any chemicals whatsoever on my cards. So that doesn't work for me. But probably the more you use it, the more pliable or whatever they're going to come. But shuffle great like that. Probably wouldn't riffle shuffle them. You're probably not going to be able to. I don't shuffle my cards that way anyway because it destroys them. But anyways, but if you shuffle them that way, if you've got really long fingers like I do, then you can probably do that. This here again, because the cards are oracle sized, right, might be a little bit challenging for you in that regard. However, if it is, turn them this way and shuffle them like that. So some people get caught up on shuffling. I don't get caught up on shuffling. I shuffle my ways 7 different ways to Sunday, and I just do whatever floats my boat. I don't think about it too much, so don't overthink the shuffling part. Just do whatever works for you, and the cards that are meant to come out will come out regardless of how you shuffle. So anyway, so that is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle card, Oracle deck. Do you have these cards? Do you like them? What do you use them for? Do they speak to you in any way? Let me know. It's always interesting to have a little bit of a conversation. But I thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.